3 yıl at binme eğitiminin ardından hac ibadetlerini tamamlamak için İspanya'dan kutsal topraklara doğru yola çıktılar. Tam 6500 kilometreyi at sırtında kat ettiler. 5 asır boyunca kullanılmayan bir güzergahı yeniden canlandırmak için yola koyuldular. Avrupa'nın kışını, Orta Doğu'da çölün yazını yaşadılar. Yol arkadaşlarının sınır kapılarında geçişlerine izin verilmedi. Atları Bosna'da bir mayın tarlasına girdi. Parasız kaldılar, çok yoruldular. Tüm olumsuzluklara rağmen birçok bölgede sıcaklıkla karşılandılar.
Our horses escaped, and it was just after Sarajevo, and they entered a minefield from the 90s war. That was quite dangerous for the horses. So Turkey was a very important place for us. Also, we spent the longest in Turkey. In Europe, we were mainly traveling non-Muslim countries. Because we were traveling, during winter. We had horses. It sparked on them a question. When we started the trip, we started without enough money, without support, without sponsorship.
8 ay boyunca at sırtında toplam 12 ülkeyi kat ederek hacca ulaştılar. Yıllar önce verilmiş bir söz, atalarının yadigarı bir rota. Endülüs medeniyeti henüz yıkılmamışken binlerce Müslüman bu rotayı izleyerek hac ibadetlerini yerine getirdi. Kaybolmuş bir geleneği yeniden gözlerimizin önüne seren at sırtında hac ekibine seyahatlerini sorduk.
The idea is not my idea. It was the idea of Dr. Abdullah, who 36 years ago, he became Muslim and promised to Allah to go to Hajj on horseback like his ancestors did, the Andalusian Spanish Muslims. So about 6 years ago now, or 5 years ago, he contacted me saying that he had this project that he has been waiting for so long, and I told him I'll help him with it. So we started planning for the journey. It meant a lot for us to do it because it involved a Muslim caravan going from Spain, from El Andalus, all the way through Turkey to Saudi Arabia. It involved horses, which is a very important and special animal in the world, but especially also in the Muslim culture and in Spain. So it was a very beautiful project to honor our ancestors. So we started the journey with what we had at the time. Our journey started the 13th of October 2024 from the south of Spain, southeast, very close to Portugal. A place called Almonaster La Real, a small Andalusian village, and we crossed the whole of Europe, so whole of Spain, France, Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, Bulgaria, Turkey, Syria, Jordan, and Saudi Arabia over 8 months of traveling, 8 months of being away from home, 8 months of winter, of cold and rain and snows, and 8 months also include the spring, the beginning of getting warm, and the summer of the desert of Jordan and Saudi Arabia. About 6,500 kilometers, the whole journey, all on horseback. There were some places that we couldn't cross with the horses, so we did ship the horses on a truck and then we carried on, but very few places. Everything was done by horse.
Peki ekibin yolculuk boyunca güvensiz hissettiği anlar oldu mu?
Very little, very little. Maybe when we were in Bosnia, our horses escaped. It was just after Sarajevo, and they entered a minefield from the 90s war. That was quite dangerous for the horses, and that was one. But other than that, nothing at all.
Toplamda 12 ülkeyi aştınız. En sıcak karşılamayı hangi ülkede yaşadınız?
I think the first big warm. I mean, we had the first Muslim contact in Bosnia and Serbia. That was beautiful because they were the first Muslim countries we entered to. We loved how they received us as Hujjaj and pilgrims to going on Hajj. And then Turkey, once we entered from Capicule, Edirne, we had a big official welcoming by the local authorities. We had the Wali, and some organizations welcoming us, also in Istanbul. And throughout Turkey, we received very, very warm welcoming wherever we went. We even went to the capital to meet Professor Ali Erbash, the president of the TVNET. We also met with his predecessor, Professor Mohammed Gormes. So Turkey was a very important place for us. Also, we spent the longest in Turkey. We spent about a month and a half through Ramadan. We had the welcoming of the people, of the police, of the authorities. We fasted every day and broken our fast with them. So it was very special. Also, we went to Konya and visited Mevlana Rumi. So Turkey for us was a very, very special place.
Sizleri ilerleyen yıllarda belki daha kalabalık bir ekiple at sırtında hac yolunda görebilecek miyiz?
Yes, we would love to. We would love to recover the caravan that went to Hajj. In Turkey precisely, we met. In Turkey, we followed the old traditional caravan route, or roughly the caravan route that went from Istanbul all the way down to Izmit, Eskişehir, Kütahya, and then all the way down to Konya, Adana, and Gaziantep. So it was the tradition. We saw the caravanserais along the way. So we saw also that people really liked what we were doing, and people became very happy with our trip. So we would love to repeat it at some point again with horses throughout these places to revive this history. Especially Turkey had very important history of the Hajj routes, because Istanbul was the capital of the Dawlat, and then you get people coming from the Balkans meeting in Istanbul, people coming from other places meeting in Istanbul, and starting the big caravan of Hajj. So it is a lost tradition, but something we can recover. So inshallah, we hope to be able to repeat it at some point and bring it back and bring the happiness that brings to people.
Yolculuğunuz dünyada nasıl bir yankı uyandırdı? Avrupa'da ve Müslüman ülkelerde nasıl tepkiler aldınız?
In Europe, we were mainly traveling non-Muslim countries. People didn't really know what we were doing, but because we were traveling, during winter, we had horses. It sparked on them a question: why are you doing what you're doing? And then we had the opportunity to speak to them about Hajj, about Islam, about our traditions and our ancestors to them, which was something that changed the mind of many people that met us. So it meant for them that the vision of Islam that they had received from the media was changed with our passing. Once we entered Bosnia, it immediately revived the memory of the Muslims and the Hajj caravan that went through from Bosnia. In Sarajevo, there's a mosque in the corner of the city called the Haji Mosque, or Haji Jami. From there, the pilgrims will go do 2 rakats with intention to do Hajj and leave. So this is something lost, completely lost now. But we had the opportunity to revive it, and they saw it. So in the Muslim world, I think we brought a memory back, a hope that these things can be done again. Also, what we experienced was a unity of the Muslims. We're not Turkish, we're not Bosnians, we are from Spain. Wherever we went, we saw the welcoming, and we felt at home in all these countries. So we felt that the Muslims are really united when there's a cause to bind them together. And I think a lot of happiness was also shared with everyone that saw us on the way, because of the horses, because of what we were doing. So alhamdulillah, we were very happy with this trip.
Bu yolculuk kişisel olarak sizlere ne kattı? Bundan bahsetmek ister misiniz?
Yes. I wanted to say something that is a big reflection that we've had through the trip. When we started the trip, we started without enough money, without support, without sponsorship. Most people didn't believe in the trip. People thought we were crazy. How would we do this? No one has done this in 500 years. Why are we back on the horses trying to replicate something? It was an impossible journey, but what we have realized is with Allah's help, everything is possible. We've made it possible, and I think the message for everyone that's watching this is that if you want something, and it's in your heart, and it's a good intention, and you do it for Allah, Allah will open the doors for you for anything that you aim, especially if it's a good intention. You have to be patient, you have to go through the difficulty. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to happen with Allah's help. So set your aims very high, like we did. We did something almost impossible. But we trusted Allah on every step of the way, and Allah rewarded us with the possibility of doing Hajj this very strange and old way.
Kendim ve takipçilerim adına tüm güzel mesajlarınız için çok teşekkür ederim.
Thank you very much to you. Thank you to the whole of Turkey for everything that you, as a people, have given us. You've given us a lot of hope. Even to us, you've helped us a lot. So we are in love with Turkey. We are in love with the people, especially the people, with the government, with the authorities, the police, the army. Everyone has helped us. The imams in the mosque, the rich and businessmen, the poor in the countryside. Alhamdulillah, you have a beautiful country. So make sure that you look after it. And I hope to go back and visit you all soon.